So Andrew and Tristan Tate have just been arrested. I'm not going to waste any time. We're just going to get right into the material as usual. I will say, though, before we start off, I really do appreciate all the attention that this channel has been getting. I got about 1,000 views in a day the other day on that video that I posted, and I just never expected that. So I'm really trying to make a name for myself in this commentary community. So if you could sub, that'd be greatly appreciated. All right, to start off, we have a article here from pbs.org, and it just goes over the basics here. Andrew and Tristan Tate arrested in Miami on charges. Here's what to know. So influencer brothers Andrew and Tristan Tate were arrested on Saturday in Miami after UK prosecutors said that they brought further charges against them. Britain's Crown Prosecution Service said the new charges relate to the 4 victims. Evidence from the Bedfordshire Police in southeastern England. These charges include that, and offenses relating to indecent images of child and extreme. So yeah, I'm really curious to see what kind of evidence that they have here. So if you thought the allegations before were bad, now we're bringing children into it, so that's definitely something. There aren't many ways you can really get out of things like this, especially if you did do it, and they wouldn't really charge you for that if they didn't think that there was enough evidence. They did get put in cuffs. We'll see that here later in this video here. I'll go over that video because there's a video of it. The charges announced Saturday, which bring the total number of alleged victims in the UK to 7, are the latest in a long-running international legal saga involving the brothers that has spanned the US, Britain, and Romania. The brothers have denied wrongdoing. An attorney for the brothers, Joseph McBride, blasted the latest charges as filth and slander in a phone interview Sunday. He said he was confident the extradition request would ultimately be denied. Yeah, it kind of just goes into his past on social media and pretty much what he was brought up for. British prosecutors said the new charges relate to alleged offenses that took place between 2010 and 2017. They said Andrew Tate was charged with 7 further counts of, 3 counts of arranging and facilitating trafficking for 3 counts of assault, and 19 charges for offenses relating to indecent images of Tristan Tate was charged with 1 count of SA, 2 counts of that, and 3 counts of arranging or facilitating. So it looks like there was an extradition request to take the Tates back to the UK. So there's got to be a decent amount of evidence here and reason to believe that they shouldn't be in the US any longer and that they need to be sent back to the UK. Andrew Tate has repeatedly claimed that the prosecutors in Romania have no evidence against him and that there's a political conspiracy to silence him. That really doesn't make sense anymore. I don't think that he can keep using that claim because he's said here for years now, or I guess, yeah, years now since he's gotten out the first time, that he's going to try to do everything that he can to follow the matrix or whatever it is that he calls it. And that's pretty much what he's been doing for the most part. He's really stepped aside, and especially in interviews, you can tell that he's for sure trying to just keep away from certain topics and just not really speak on them. So even with him still complying with the matrix, he still finds himself arrested. There's only so many times that you can use that excuse before people kind of start to figure out what's going on here, truly. My take on that is if you watch, or if you have watched the Turkey Tom video that he had made a while ago, like a good while ago, he brought up a lot of clips of basically Andrew and Tristan Tate admitting to these crimes in the past, whether it's believed or not. They have it on camera of them admitting to things that they deny in the future. Charges are brought against them. They don't want to incriminate themselves anymore, even though there is video of him blatantly saying that he had done these things that he had been accused of. But that's besides the point. When Andrew Tate was being arrested in Miami, he could be seen handing his phone to a security guard who wisely dropped it. Another member of the crew could then be seen picking it up. Did authorities end up collecting this phone? What is on this device that Tate did not want them to access? Yeah, that's a little weird. When you're getting arrested, you're seen trying to give your phone to somebody else. That person doesn't want anything to do with that, so he just drops it. So what did they find on this phone? If we refer back to the PBS article, there is reason to believe that he has CSAM material, or has taken CSAM material before. Which is crazy, by the way, because both of these guys, these grown 40-year-old men, have kids. So that's a whole different subject in of itself. So, yeah, okay. So right off the bat, right here, you can see him trying to, like, kind of give him the phone a little bit. Dude right here, he's just ignoring it. He's like, yeah, I'm good. Just drops that straight on the ground. Back up. Ooh. Are these officials, or is this some sort of... It's weird. Dude's got like some sort of ball cap on or something. Back up. Maybe that's private security. Dude's got some tight slacks on. One of the tightest shirts I think I've ever seen in my entire life, in like loafers or some shit. Quite the arrest fit.
Tristan, anything to say?
I guess not. So I think the mass majority of the public knows that they're guilty of this, allegedly, in our opinions. And the crazy thing is he pushes the narrative so much that he's being arrested with such little evidence, and his claim is basically this is some sort of smear campaign or whatever, or something to ruin his reputation. If you're actually out here trying to use your brain, it's not that difficult to figure out that someone who's arrested twice for the same thing probably did those crimes, even though there was a bunch of evidence before. Now they're getting arrested again on new evidence. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how they think that this is going to play out. Something tells me that they aren't just going to get a couple months to a year in jail this time. So this is just a second angle body cam video. Leaked body cam footage of Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate's arrest shows duo owner Monarch and Freak Bob. Dude, what a sight right here. Andrew Tate, for the most part, and Tristan Tate have been staying out of the way, so it's not like they can sit here and claim, oh, we said stuff that they didn't like, so now they're having us arrested, which was his original claims. Anyways, I'm pretty curious to see how this is going to turn out. If you guys have any thoughts or opinions, let me know down below. Sub up, comment. If there's any updates on the situation, I'll make a new video about it.